everyone. We just showed up to the YEG holiday cookie and square swap.
It's a mouthful, but
Yes.
looks delicious, and we're so excited to see it.
Woo! Let's go. Hello, everyone. We are here with
Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
And what spot are you going to be working today? Or
I'm working today at
for?
the Hot Cocoa Bar. So we have a whole bunch of hot chocolate choices for you to pick and enjoy a little festive cheer in your cup.
So what started you at volunteering here?
Well, actually, I know the organizer, Chantel. We've known each other since we were like 15, 16 years old.
Wow.
So we've gone back a few years. So she just needed a little bit of help, and I'm happy to be there for my friend. So that's why I'm here.
And so where do you hope to see the Great YEG cookie and square swap in the next couple years?
It's already gotten so big, but it just would be awesome if it maybe branched out. Maybe some communities around the Edmonton area would be awesome.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Yeah, awesome. Have a great day. Thank you.
You too. Hello, everyone. We are here with...
Oh, it's Corinne Monique.
And how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
And can you tell us a bit about your small business right now?
Sure. So I'm an artist and designer. So one of the things that I do is live portraits like today.
Oh, wow. And so what got you into doing live portraits?
It started a few years ago now. I've been doing them. So I just kind of basically approached different events and was like, hey, can I come and I'll like paint people? And it takes about like 5 to 7 minutes a person. Yeah, so it's a quick thing, so you can go home with it, which is fun, and it's kind of like adds to the experience. So yeah, and the most recent one I did was like at the Matart, because I haven't been here. I've been here for like just over a year. So yeah, just trying to get like more traction, and I did the cake picnic in the summer too. So
amazing. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
No worries. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. We are here with...
Hi, I'm Ava. I'm with LMSAO Jewelry, and I'm here doing permanent jewelry today.
And so how did you get into permanent jewelry?
Yeah, for sure. So we opened our store almost 2 years ago, and we got into selling women-owned jewelry brands, like local women-owned jewelry brands, and then we got into permanent jewelry, and now we do charm bar as well.
From 2 years ago to now, how has your small business changed?
For sure, yeah. So 2 years ago, things were really quiet, things were really slow, but things have picked up. I mean, it's a lot of up and down having a small business in Edmonton, in the city. It's really difficult, but it's such a journey, and it's even more powerful when we all work together, when we work as a community. It's a lot easier to grow.
And then why do you think it's so important to have a space, particularly for women-owned brands and women-owned jewelry?
I think it's really important to have a space where women-owned brands, women-owned businesses can come together and work together. Women succeed when we all work together, so might as well.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We are here with...
My name is Angie Triska.
Angie, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Perfect. And can you tell us a bit about your small business?
Well, I am what they call an upcycler. Okay. So I find, as my slogan is, gifted, thrifted, and found, I go out and I try, as I'm saying, it just kind of helps with my addiction to thrifting. But I also am a crafter. So this is what I do. I take things that could possibly be destined for the landfill and turn them into really fun things. So I've also become part of what they call the circular economy.
And so what kind of got you into this? So were you always crafty and you always liked thrifting?
I was always crafty. I actually I studied in college for theater production, which kind of made me a master of all. So our theme was budget. What budget? We never had a budget.
Okay.
So, especially when I worked with more of the the smaller theaters, shall I say. So, I learned how to sew, or I learned how to take things that, like in costuming, that you had one dress and you had to turn it into what it was supposed to look like. And that's kind of the same thing here, where I found things that were, just kind of boring and dull, like say where I have my insulators there, I turned them into candle holders.
Oh, wow. Well, amazing. Thank you so much for sitting down and talking to us.
Hey, no worries. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I am here with...
Maria.
And how are you doing today, Maria?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be here today.
And so what did you bring for the swap?
I brought something called caramel bars. Yeah, it's a family favorite. Basically, it's a dessert that you get at a Filipino restaurant. but it's called Max's Restaurant, and they give out these caramel bars, and I tried my hand at recreating it today. So,
Oh, that's so fun.
It's really good.
And so how did you hear about the cookie swap?
I heard about it on social media, Instagram specific.
And so did you kind of see it and you're like, that sounds so much fun, I want to do that?
Exactly. Well, I saw the picnic cake swap
Yes.
from New York first. And I said, what are the odds Edmonton has the same thing? Probably low.
Yeah.
And then I searched, and we actually had one in the summer, and I missed it. So I said, oh, there's another one coming up, but it's a cookie style. So I said, perfect, count me in. I actually have a baking account. So
Oh my gosh.
I love baking.
That is so
and I
fun.
said, this is it for me. So yeah, that's why I'm so excited.
How long have you been baking for?
I've been baking for a while. I'd say maybe 2 years now.
Okay.
I did it at NATE. So I actually went on a baking and pastry arts class. So ever
gosh.
since then, I've really been enjoying it.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down and talking to
No
us.
problem.
Hi, everyone. We are here with...
Presley.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. And what have you been doing today as a volunteer?
Helping Auntie check-in people.
And how is that?
Good.
That's good. And you got to try some of the treats that they have out there?
Yeah.
What has been your favorite one?
Ginger snap.
The ginger snap. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi, everyone. We are here with...
Amy.
How are you doing today, Amy?
I'm good.
And what got you into volunteering here?
I volunteered because my daughter really loves to bake. So she chose to start baking with the host and has volunteered with all the cake and cookie swaps.
Wow. And so why do you think it's important to have a swap in a kind of area for people to come together like this in Edmonton?
It helps bring communities together. People can sit and visit at the tables and meet each other, maybe share different recipes and stories. It's kind of helps bring all these community members together to socialize, and it's not just one big cake swap of like professionally baked cookies. You get to see small bakers and their designs. Like my daughter made some cookies for today that were made with love, maybe not perfection.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. We are here with
Lacey.
And how are you doing today, Lacey?
I'm well, thank you.
And what brought you here to the holiday swap?
So the holiday swap is for like cookies and whatnot, and cakes and all those wonderful things. I just don't have friends that actually do those types of things. So I really wanted to be part of the community and get part of, just get inspiration and try some other people's treats.
And so how did you first hear about it?
I found it on Eventbrite.
Okay.
And I was like, oh yes, and I was one of the first to sign up, I'm pretty sure, because there was a count. So I was like, yeah, so I'm very excited since November. So it signed up in November.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so what did you bring today?
I brought peanut butter mice, and they have licorice tails and M&M noses and chocolate chip eyeballs and some peanut ears. So very cute.
That is so cute. How did you come up with that?
It was a recipe from one of those Heart and Home Books magazines.
Oh, okay.
And so it was like from the 90s, and I found it in my 20s, and then now I'm like reliving my best life by making them again. So it's the first time in years since I've made them.
Amazing. Amazing. That's all the questions we have for you today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, everyone. We are here with Chantel Morrison. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
And can you tell us a bit about yourself?
I am a retired chemist, and I have been a baker my whole life. So pretty much from as early on as I could remember, I've always loved baking. And my family and friends have always told me, you should really start selling your baking. It's really good. And I would always be like the person that brought dessert to like a family meal. And then last Christmas, I started selling shortbread cookies. And I sold I made over 1,200 shortbread cookies in December last year. Yeah, so that's how Lunar Hive Baking Company was born. And then when I saw the cake picnics going viral this summer, I was like, oh, that looks like so much fun. How can I bring this to Edmonton, but take it in a little bit of a different take on it?
Right.
I don't know how much like background you know about the cake picnics, but how they started in like New York City and San Francisco.
Yeah.
And the organizers said like it's fine to bring it to your own city if you want to, but don't call it like the cake picnic.
Right.
So we called it the YEG Cake Social Picnic. So the aim of that was to just bring together the community of bakers in Edmonton to get together, focused around cake, like a cake picnic. And I wanted to do it by giving back. So we decided to make it a event where all of the proceeds, after covering the event expenses, like the venue and the materials required, to the food bank. Yeah, and so we did 3 cake picnics this year. They're all sold out. They're all very crazy, so much creativity, so much talent. For each of those, we gave away a little like most creative award, just because there was like lots and lots of chatter about like certain cakes. And so that was really fun and unexpected. It's not a competition, but we just thought that it would be a fun way to recognize people for all their hard work.
Definitely, yeah.
And then so one of the volunteers that started with us, with the first cake picnic, she said, you should really do a cookie one at Christmas. People would really like that. So that's why we're here today.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we called it the Great YEG Holiday Cookie and Square Swap.
Yes. Do you remember the first item you baked? You said you've been baking for a while.
Oh, the first item I ever baked? I'm not quite sure. I would say probably like the thing I remember the first thing baking would be like donuts in my grandma's kitchen.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that would be the first thing that I remember doing. My grandma used to bake like huge amounts, like I'm sure lots of people can relate to this who are around my age, like millennials. Their grandparents used to make like so much food all at once and then stock their freezer. So she would make like, I don't know, like 10 dozen donuts, and we would just be sitting there cutting all day, and same with like pierogies. Yeah. Sitting there doing that all day.
That's so fun. That's such a nice memory to have.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And then right now, what's your favorite thing to bake?
Right now, probably bagels.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I know it sounds kind of weird, but that's one of the other things for when I started Lunar Hive Baking Company, that I was like, I can make like bagels that are really good, that are not anything like the bagels that you find in like grocery stores in Edmonton are basically just like bread shaped like a bagel. Yeah. The bagels, like authentic like New York City style bagels, have like the like chewy crackly crust, and they're like, I don't know, they're just like fluffy. So like those are probably my favorite thing to bake. Probably my husband would say those are definitely his favorite thing that I bake.
So getting back to the Holiday YEG Cookie and Square Swap, what is your favorite part about hosting these events?
My favorite part about hosting them, I think, is just bringing together people who value kindness and community in real life together, and also love baking. Like, we all just happen to love baking, but it's nice, I don't know, like, it's just fun to have a group of people get together in real life, and where the sole cause is not to make money, it's just to get together and give back to those in need, because 100% of the proceeds that we get from ticket sales are donated back to a charity. So this time it's the Food Bank Consent is Anonymous, to give back to those in need, because we're not doing it for profit. It's just fun to host. I
think that's amazing, like being able to have a space where people can come together and kind of like, you know, interact with people that maybe they never would have interacted with.
There has been like quite a few people who have like developed new like friendships here, and we've seen some of the people come back. Like, I've seen people come back for every single event, which is really nice to see them coming back, and they like it that much. So it is, it's pretty fun.
And so how long in advance do you need to start planning something like this?
I don't know, I guess it depends. Okay. So I had, after I hosted the first couple cake picnics outdoors, I'd say if you're doing it in a space like that, you probably don't need that much notice, maybe like a month or two. But when you're booking it indoors, which I think we would probably in the future will do an indoor venue like this, even in the summer, because there's a green space outside, but it's just has more amenities, like
definitely.
It's just easier to clean up. And although the downside to that is the venue rental is our biggest expense. So some people say like, whoa, what am I getting for like $13 if I have to bring cookies or I have to bring a cake? And it's like, well, you're getting the space, you're getting everything provided for you. Like you're getting, like, it takes a lot of it does take a lot of time and planning to go into it, and it takes time, volunteers coming, and we have to clean up after. We have to go buy all the boxes, go build all the boxes, label them all. Like it is quite involved. So yeah, you could just do a cake picnic or a holiday swap with your friends if you have enough of them that would want to do that. But to get like the full experience, and then to know that you're helping your neighbors in need. Like that, I think that's the benefit of it. Yeah.
Why do you think it's important to host events like these in Edmonton?
I think it's important to bring the community together in real life, because a lot of our time is spent interacting like virtually these days. Like even a lot of people work remotely, so they don't see people all the time. This way, like you see so many cool things on social media, like when we saw like the cake picnics going viral, and so it's just like when you see it, you kind of want to do it. And I think that if there's nobody willing to put the time and effort into setting it up, like you need to kind of get out of your own way. And if you want to make something happen, just make it happen.
No, definitely. And then how have you seen people react to either of the swaps?
Yes, very positively. There hasn't really been, I don't think, anyone complaining or anything. It's been very positive overall. There's been, the way we run the cake picnic is we call people up in groups instead of calling them all up at once. But we thought for the cookie swap, because the original cake picnics, they call everyone up all at once and they give you a 5 minutes timer to fill your box. And that's way too like hectic and scary for me. Like it's a very messy event as we run it. So this way it's just a little bit more structured.
A little smoother. And has there been a cake or a cookie that has stood out to you?
I'd say for cakes, one of the last couple cake picnics we had, there was someone who was on that Great Canadian Baker show.
Oh my gosh, my mama loves that show.
And he's actually works with one of the volunteers at her day job, but she didn't know he was coming, and he didn't know she was a volunteer, and he brought a cake that was like an Earl Grey, a cake with sour cherry jam inside. Yeah, and that was one of like the most raved about cakes. So I would say that cake was like simple in design, but it was like very well executed.
And what has been a cookie that has stood out to you?
Okay, I think the cookies that have stood out to me would be traditional cookies from different cultures, like somebody bringing like a German cookie that is traditional to a German holiday, Christmas, or someone bringing a Ukrainian cookie that's traditional to a Ukrainian Christmas. Those types are fun to see, I guess, to me, because it is exciting to see all the things that you usually eat and you know and love at Christmas time, but it's fun to see what different cultures' favorites are, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because you already bring all of the community together, and then you get to try out new things that you might have never tried before. So where do you hope to see the swaps in the next couple years? So the picnic and then the cookie swap.
Hopefully, well, I have some downtime in the spring, look into making it more of a nonprofit, like a registered nonprofit somehow. I do think that would benefit us in certain ways, because it is a lot of work to put together, and I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy volunteering, and we've had actually quite a lot of feedback from people who've come to previous events saying that they would love to come volunteer. And we've said, thank you so much. We'll let you know if we need you. But right now I feel like the volunteers we have are like friends and family. Yeah. And I feel like I'm like this, I'm like forcing them into volunteering almost. Because so that way I guess I just seeing it grow into more of a, with different people involved, I guess, different ideas, not just like my ideas and other people's ideas as well, maybe. Like we love getting feedback. We love hearing what people thought about it, or if they have something they think needs a little bit of like tweaking or changing. So we're open to all of that. I was contacted by a woman in Fort McMurray who was like, can you bring this to Fort McMurray? Like, we really need a cake picnic here. And I was like, well, I don't think that I can make it to Fort McMurray to do it this year, but I'm like, I can like kind of walk you through the steps of how you can do it. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I did help her kind of outline like how I did the first one, just to give her a rough guideline. And then I said, but it would be up to you on how you want to run it. I'm not sure if she ever completed that or not, but I don't want it to become like a traveling show. I was born and raised in Edmonton, and I doubt I'll be leaving anytime in the rest of my life, so it's just nice to do something that gives back to the community.
Perfect. So you actually answered my other question, because I was going to say if you could take it anywhere in the world, where would you? But you want to stay here, which I love that. Yeah. Would you take it anywhere else?
No,
or no?
I don't think so. I think that like the original cake picnic, they take it to like all of the major cities. Oh, okay. Because I know that they have since they started. They've done some in like London and like other places. Oh wow. And I've also seen some the cake picnics that they did in Africa, where they sold tickets to people who didn't bring cakes. So this has been an issue at maybe misunderstanding that some people don't understand that when they're buying a ticket that they need to bring the cake with them. I do make it very clear that like your ticket plus your cake or plus your baking equals entry. Right. Because sometimes they show up and they say, well, I bought 2 tickets, and they bring 1 small cake. And then I'm like, nicely say like, just like, how do you expect that to work, right? Like, I understand, I feel like it wasn't clear or something, if there's a misunderstanding, but just like, you can still participate, they still participate, and they still get a box. And then I just say at the end, you can come get another box, because there's always way leftover cake, so much leftover cake. But in this swap type of scenario, not really the same thing. Like, because I had people contacting me saying, how can I come get cookies at the cookie swap? And I said, well, it's not, like, you can buy cookies, you don't have to bake cookies to bring here. Okay. Yeah, like you don't have to bake a cake to bring here. We say that if you are going to buy something, it'd be lovely if you could support a local small business, like a local baker, but you don't have to be a baker to come. Okay. Yeah.
That was my next question. Okay, so anyone's welcome. Yeah. Literally anyone is welcome.
Yeah, everyone is welcome. As long as you're like kind and respectful, you're welcome.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. And then my last question for you, it doesn't have to do with this specifically, but what is the best piece of advice you've received throughout your life?
Okay, something that I didn't understand several years ago was when people would say, if you do something, doing something is better than not doing it at all. Okay. Like not doing it perfectly. Okay, yeah. Like if you're to, it's like if you can't do it, like, because I kind of lean more to like the perfectionist side. So growing up, if I couldn't do something perfect, I just wouldn't do it at all. Okay, yeah. And now I've realized through like life challenges and stuff that it's better to just do it to the best of your ability. And that can like apply in like everyday life, as in like it's better to clean like for 10 minutes than not do it at all because you don't want to clean the whole house. Or in something like this case, it's better to like do as much as I can, but maybe not to like, I'm not an event planner, and so like I don't expect it to be like the biggest,
like the
biggest, best event ever.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like it's a community-focused event, just to spread kindness and share cake and create a network of people who love baking, I guess. But yeah, that's the best piece of advice I think that I was given a long time ago and didn't listen to, but I do now.
Yeah, you're like, now I see what they were saying.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Yeah.
Question, where can people find you?
Oh yes, where can people find you?
So on social media, on Instagram, we're at YEG Cake Picnic, and Facebook, we're YEG Cake Social Picnic.
Okay.
TikTok, we're YEG Cake Picnic as well. So.
And sorry, my last question.
Yeah.
People can sign up and get their tickets on through your
So
website?
normally we sell tickets through Eventbrite.
Okay.
So we'll post about it on our social media, and then we'll put all of the information about the ticket sales and everything on Eventbrite.
Okay.
So I would say if you wanted to come to an upcoming cake picnic or next year's cookie swap, that you would want to just be following our socials, and we'll post about it. And usually the cake picnic tickets do sell out very quickly, so you can set a reminder on Eventbrite.
Yeah.
But that's how we sell the tickets. I just think it's the easiest way to. It kind of does all the work for you, and then that's the main platform that we use, basically.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Hi, everyone. We are here with
Katrina.
How are you doing today, Katrina?
I'm good.
And what is your small business?
So I own a little salon in Sherwood Park. It's called Duchess Nails and Spa. And it's just a little cute little storefront. It's all about me and you and whatever services that you like to come in for.
I love that. So how did you hear about the Holiday YEG cookie and square swap?
Actually, I was approached by Chantel.
Oh, nice.
She found my business on Instagram and Google and asked me if I would be interested in being a vendor.
You have a couple different nail types, nail design, press-ons. Can you speak a bit about that for us?
So today I decided to do mini manis, so like people can come get their Christmas cheer. Fortunately, like they're not a full experience just because of AHS and just ensuring that everybody's health and safety is the priority. But they can get like stickers or foils or stamps. I think I have like 75 colors that I brought. Wow. I even brought like foils and chrome and a little bit of glitter just in case somebody just wants some glitter in their life. And then I made some press-ons. So I love nail art. Just probably it's one of the most relaxing things for me. I just enjoy it. So I brought different shapes and sizes and different types of press-ons that all really look like Christmas.
They do. They're beautiful. We'll get a close-up of all of them because I'm amazed by them. And so how long have you been doing nails?
I started just kind of when COVID started because I always got my nails done and it was something I really loved. And then when I started to kind of play around as a DIY, I realized that I really loved it. Like this like passion for the art just kind of exploded within me. So I started it with an online course, and I felt like it wasn't enough. It's just not enough for me. I need more of the instruction of what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong.
Right.
So I went through Fusion Academy. It's a Canadian owned and operated business here in Edmonton.
Wow.
And my mentor, Leslie, if you're watching, she was my educator, and that was around the second wave of COVID.
Okay.
And then I worked from home for a while, and then I decided that I really wanted to be in my own space where I could, sell myself, and so here I am.
I love that. You're so passionate about what you do, and you can really tell through just like looking at your nail art just how amazing you are, and like the dedication and the detail that you put in your nails. It's really beautiful.
Thank you very much. I really love it. It's a continuous learning. I don't just do nails, I also do feet as well.
Okay.
I love doing feet, and men, do not be afraid to come see me. It's really important to take care of your feet.
Definitely.
We all forget about the fact that they hold our bodies up. And just they need to be taken care of. It's not necessarily always about the polish. Sometimes it's more about helping those calluses out and cleaning up all that dry. It's dry in Alberta, and
very dry.
Our feet, we choose shoes and socks on and off we go, and we forget how much of an impact they have, and we give them every day when we move. So
no, I agree with you. I also just think like I feel so much better when I have my feet done. Like, me
too.
Even if there's no polish, just like clear, clean. I'm like, oh, I feel a lot cleaner.
I don't even get polish on my feet anymore.
Really?
Yeah, my pedicurist actually owns one of the professional distributors here in Edmonton, and she does my feet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I don't get polish, you know. And it's also growing up. I'm a hairy Greek, you know, and wide feet, and I always felt judged when I would either get my eyebrows done or get my feet done because my feet are so wide, and I never really felt comfortable. And I think that's another reason why I am so friendly and open, because you should never feel like you can't be yourself or that you don't deserve respect, kindness, and compassion as part of a service that you're getting. You know, because that's really important. Nobody wants to, you know, be the kid that gets made fun of.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for sitting down and talking with us. It's been great.
Yay, thanks so much.
Of course. Hello, everyone. We are here with...
My name's Sam.
And can you speak a bit about yourself?
Hi, so I'm one half of YEG Food Review. So my partner Ethan and I, we have a content creation account where we go around Edmonton and try to give more exposure to local restaurants that are looking to get their voice out to the public. And then I also have a personal account called Sam's Life in YEG, where I've been trying to do some kind of skincare reviews and kind of focus more on makeup and beauty and lifestyle.
Very cool. So how did you get started doing both of those accounts?
About a year ago, Ethan and I decided to take the content creation for YEG Food Review a little bit more seriously, and from then on we've just gotten more and more invites to more events, and we built better relationships with more people in the community, and that's actually why we're here today. Is we were invited by Chantel from Lunar Hive Baking Co. We've been working with her for probably about a year now.
Oh wow.
We've worked with her with trying her baked goods, which are fantastic, by the way, and she has told us all about this event, so we thought it would be perfect for us to kind of help the word get out about the cookie swap.
Very cool. And my last question for you is, how do you find being a content creator in YEG?
That is also a very good question. I find there is a really cool community of people that most interactions I've had with other like influencers or content creators have been very positive. I've made a few friends out of doing this online. Actually, the biggest thing is there's a lot of people online that have a lot of things to say, and a lot of that is negative. I think the biggest takeaway from that is to not allow it, like, don't let it affect you. Everybody on the internet is a person, and there's always going to be somebody on the other end of the screen, so just be kind.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. We just finished up, and wow, that was so fun.
It was so fun. Everything looked delicious. I will be participating in baking because I love baking, if you guys did not know this.
She's really good at it too, so.
Thank you. And also, everybody there was so extremely sweet and like welcoming, and it just seems like such a great community kind of thing that they're doing, and I'm so like glad that we were able to like be a part of it and show you guys this as well. Chantel, amazing, love her.
Yes.
So great to speak with her.
She's so passionate about what she does, and it's just like so refreshing to see, like, just she's so honored and she's so happy to have like a space like this to hold events like this. It's great.
Yeah, and the amount of work that goes into these kind of events as well, like especially because they do this for charity purposes as well, like they don't keep any profit. I think it's such an amazing thing to be doing, and you have that community aspect. It's people just coming together just to share their baked goods. I think it's the most like pure and innocent thing ever. So I'm so glad we were able to see all of this, and yeah, again, we'll be seeing the summertime cake stuff.
Yes.
Wow.
Definitely. See ya.
Hey, it's the Bird Abound Besties here.
Do you want to be a guest on our show?
If you have a story that's worth sharing with the community, feel free to scan the QR code at the end of this video to be a guest on our show or one of the other amazing On Location shows that are available within Alberta and BC. So if you want to be a guest, scan the QR code.